morning to all of you. A short introduction because I'm convinced that the President doesn't need any aid. In 2008, he became Prime Minister.
Mrs. Chairperson and Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is of course a pleasure to say a few words at the second day of this conference of the International Bar Association. Suffice it to say that we strengthened the economic and monetary union in two ways. First, we made sure that we are able to deal with such a crisis now and in the future. And this is what the work for the so-called rescue funds, the so-called crisis mechanisms is about, including the loan packages for Greece, Ireland, and now Portugal. Secondly, we do the utmost in order to be able to prevent such a crisis from happening again. And that's why we strengthened all our rules and control mechanisms, both on the budgetary or fiscal side and on the macroeconomic side. It may be surprising, but we totally lacked the instruments to do this. No instruments to deal with the crisis and very insufficient surveillance. We had to build a ship in the middle of a storm. But we did this over the last 12 months. Or to use an understatement, the interdependence of our economies was not reflected in our risk management. Now, this experience of interdependence goes to the heart of what the European Union is. Because, in fact, this interdependence, even if some had underestimated it, it was not an accident. On the contrary, it was a main objective of the founders of the European Union and also of the euro. Europe is a political project. The underlying goal was to tie the destinies of our countries together, thanks to the concrete measures to create what the French call une solidarité de fait. This is not so easy at the global level as it is at the European level. The national interest and the global interest rarely coincide. Whereas in Europe, where so much more is at stake, a common market or a common currency, they often do. We are, so to speak, forced to be consistent in Europe with our earlier decisions. This is how Europe faces the challenges of the 21st century. And that is why, even if we have sometimes difficult moments, I am rather optimistic about the strength of our internal bonds. Or to reassure some of you in this audience, there will be EU law for decades to come.
So thank you for being here this morning. Thank you.